I wanted to touch base with you guys today in the voice of the harvest. Matthew 9:37-38 was the verse of the day, and saying to the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, send forth laborers into the harvest. I want to just take a moment and talk about that. I'm up in the mountains today, and brought my son Bo to a car show just to spend a little time with him. And with this subject came up to me because it was the verse of the day. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into the harvest. I want to talk about the Lord of the harvest just for a moment. What does it mean? And what is my responsibility to the harvest? I talk often about soul winning and about reaching the lost. And our job is to be a laborer and let God send us where he wants, send us to the harvest. The harvest truly is plenteous. I spoke to the church Tuesday night about the harvest, and how that we're studying the book of Titus, and how that Titus was commissioned to go to the island of Crete. And the island of Crete is a little over 3,200 square miles, and about 250,000 people. It was known in those ancient times as an island of 100 cities. Now, most believe there were probably 20 large established cities, and then 70 to 80 smaller community or towns. But Titus was commissioned with the work to go there as a laborer and to find elders for every city, find elders for every town, to find laborers, workers. And I mentioned to our church about how you take the metro that we're in, and maybe you could look at your own area that you're in and see the responsibility and the great need of harvest, and that we need laborers to be sent to the harvest. And we've got to do our part. But the Lord of the harvest just hit me. It's not our harvest. And souls are not trophies. Souls are not trophies. I speak to some that are involved in soul winning, involved in evangelism, involved in different aspects of the church. And too often, when you're one of the ones on the front lines and you're in the heat of the battle, you can get the attitude of an old cowboy, an arrogant cowboy, and start notching your belt. Well, I've won this many, or I've impacted this many. No, you're not the Lord of the harvest. He is. One man plants, another waters, but God brings the increase. Someone asked me, how many souls have you won, Brother Chapman? And I have no idea. I hope I'm involved in many souls being won to God. I hope that I can be, whether it's planting, whether it's watering. I want to be a laborer working the field, and a harvester helping harvest the field. However, I don't want to do that by myself, and I don't want to take credit by myself, because I am not the Lord of the harvest. He is. I am just a laborer. And so I want to encourage you today, as you go forth, keep a right spirit. Just labor in the field. Do your part. And one extra thing I want to share. Not everybody's going to be a frontline, in the face evangelistic person, and that's okay. In the United States military, there are some elite soldiers, some of the elite frontline soldiers, if you would, that are put in some of the most dangerous situations, the tip of the spear, if you would. And I saw an article several years ago that said for every frontline soldier, whether it's a Navy SEAL, Special Forces, etc., when he's in the battle, there are 1,200, on average, 1,200 supporting soldiers, staff, or civilians that are keeping him in the battle. Without them, he would be in a mess. What would he do without those who pack his parachute? What would he do without those who change the oil on the helicopter? What would he do without those who were operating the satellite that gave him a link back home? So he had so many helping him to be able to do his job, and they all together create the force that gets things done. That's the church. That's the church. There are those who work in Sunday school. There are those who work in ushers, greeters. There are those who clean the church. There are those. We are all involved in the kingdom of God, and He's the Lord of the harvest, not us. So I want to encourage you today: be a good laborer. Let God send you where there's a need, and I pray every day, God, just show me where I can be a blessing, where I can help someone, and let me to best spend my time and my effort. So I want to encourage you that I love you. If you're a part of our church locally, we appreciate your faithfulness. If you're tagging in other places, continue to do the good work. Continue to work hard. Remember, He's the Lord of the harvest, not you. God bless you. I'll show you kind of my view today. And let me see here. Turn this thing around. Beautiful. Beautiful mountains. God bless you. Have revival. Go win souls. In Jesus' name.